Trump is not the only person making this argument that if you have any consequences for me whatsoever, there's going to be violence. Fox and Friends was, actually, let's move to the last video. Last video, Fox and Friends on impeachment. Here we go.
Believe that America could be more effective and has been ineffective because we've been at each other's throats. What could be more disenchanting?
They don't want him to run again. They don't want him to run again.
They don't want him to run again, and that's fine. But you don't understand, too, there's a lot of people that want him to, number one, continue to be a force in the Republican Party, believe a lot what he believes. He has 75 million supporters. So if you have an overarching sense that I got to bring the country together because we see what's happening around this country, how 50 state houses are being threatened on Inauguration Day, this is the last thing you want to do. It astounds me that now Chuck Schumer, guys, is exploring a possible workaround using the authority granted to 2 senators back in 2004 to reconvene the Senate in times of emergency. I assume this, and have a quick impeachment vote. Fantastic idea. Mitch McConnell has to sign off on it, but it would be as dumb as Nancy Pelosi hopping on 60 Minutes last night and saying the president's an imminent threat and he has to be derailed.
Okay, so they're agreed too. You're just, come on, don't give him any consequences for all that he's done and everything. Just that'll make people angry. And can I mention one of the pettiest things? This is so stupid, but Trump got 74.223 million. What insane person rounds that up to 75? That's 74 million if you're doing rounding. And by the way, Joe Biden got 81.283, which I'm gonna round up to 100 million votes. That's 7 million more, that's 10% more. So should we not be worried about angering those people? You guys have been for months now hosting conspiracy theorists saying that the election needs to be overturned. You're not worried about those 81.228 million people that you're potentially disenfranchising. It's just all so fake. But this is Trump. It's also right-wing media.
Oh, it's absolutely right-wing media. There's a supercut that TYT has shown a lot that I produced last year of rhetoric. 2 years ago now. This is how long they've wanted it, but they've been specifically calling for and suggesting that divisions in this country, that the right and white nationalists and Trump and his cadre of supporters and enablers have been fanning the flames of. They say that's going to lead to a civil war, and this is the term that they continue to trot out. And now look at Brian Kilmeade's defense. Look, hey, this is bad, but actually, I don't know if he explicitly said it was bad, but he said there's a lot of people that want Trump to be a force in the Republican Party for a long time. Who cares? Who cares? That should not matter at all. And I'd like to think that if I was in a situation where my president of my party that I supported incited a violent, murderous riot at the Capitol, I'd like to think that he probably should not be in a position of power over everybody in the country. He should not be the most powerful person in the world. So it's blind partisanship. They will never risk severing ties with him because at the end of the day, like he said, they want him to be a force in the Republican Party because that just means more for them. More TV appearances, more book deals, more fancy dinners, more contracting gigs, consulting, whatever. Whatever he ends up doing, there might be a piece of the pie in it for them. So they're not going to criticize him. So it's their personal greed and this capitalist utopia that they've hoodwinked themselves into believing is really the best form of society that leads to a result like this, where a murderous rampage at the Capitol still isn't enough.
Yeah. Jesus. And I don't think sure, they're gonna impeach him or whatever, they got the votes, but I don't think there's gonna be anything beyond that. It's gonna be the same thing. Senate's not gonna do anything. I don't even see why he's so worried about it. Sure, he can go down as the only president in American history who's been impeached twice. I guess that's cool. He wants to be historic. You're gonna be number one when it comes to that. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.